You guys. I'm still in absolute shock right now. Please don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you've been following Dylan Wang and Shen Yu's journey, because what just happened today at their surprise press conference is something none of us saw coming, and it changed everything we thought we knew. Okay, let's take a deep breath and talk about it. Dylan Wang and Shen Yu, our beloved on-screen couple who turned their fairy tale drama chemistry into a real-life love story, just stepped into the spotlight again, but not for a movie, not for a series, not for a fashion show. They came out for us. For their fans. And to be honest, it was the most raw, emotional, and powerful moment I've seen from them since they went public with their relationship. So let's backtrack just a little for context. 2025 has been a whirlwind year for them. From secret trips, baby rumors, to sudden social media disappearances, fans have been piecing things together like we're in some K-drama ourselves. But what we didn't know, what none of us could have predicted, is what they were privately enduring behind all the smiles and flawless red carpet photos. At exactly 11 a.m. Beijing time, the media was alerted to an unannounced press conference being held by none other than Dylan Wang and Shen Yu. No one had time to prepare. No warning. No teasing from their agencies. Just this simple headline, a personal message from Dylan Wang and Shen Yu. When they stepped onto that stage, hand in hand, looking humble, emotional, and yet stronger than ever, the room went completely silent. I swear I held my breath. Dylan was wearing a simple white shirt, the sleeves rolled up like he just walked out of a personal moment, and Shen Yu looked effortlessly elegant in a pastel blue dress, her hair pulled back, revealing her tired but glowing face. There was something different about them. Like they'd been through it, and came out the other side. And then Dylan spoke first. His voice cracked. I'm not exaggerating. It cracked. He said, "Thank you for being here today. We decided to come forward not as celebrities, but as two people who have grown together, suffered together, and learned what love really means." I felt that. Everyone did. And then Shen Yu took over. She held his hand tighter, looked out into the crowd, and with the most heartfelt voice, she said something that broke my heart. After our marriage, we thought life would be a dream. But the truth is, 2025 tested us in ways we never imagined. That's when the truth started pouring out. They didn't sugarcoat anything. And I think that's what made it so powerful. Shen Yu admitted that the first few months of marriage were magical, but soon after, they were hit by back-to-back storms. From intense media scrutiny to online hate, from health scares to personal loss, these two went through a private war while still trying to smile for cameras. She revealed that after their honeymoon, Dylan's father fell seriously ill. He was flown to a hospital in Chengdu, and for weeks, Dylan was going back and forth, staying up all night, sleeping in hospital chairs, and still managing to appear at scheduled events so fans wouldn't worry. Can you imagine the pressure? Shen Yu said those moments changed Dylan. He became quieter, more serious, and sometimes even pushed her away, not because he didn't love her, but because he was terrified. He didn't want to burden her. And meanwhile, Shen was dealing with her own grief. She revealed she had suffered a miscarriage early in the year. Let me pause for a second because, wow. I did not expect that. No one did. Shen Yu, in tears, admitted this with so much vulnerability. She said, "I blamed myself. I kept wondering what I did wrong. I didn't tell anyone. Not even my closest friends. Only Dylan knew. And he stayed by my side through every tear, every silence, every night I couldn't sleep. I don't even think there was a dry eye in that room. I was crying and I wasn't even there in person. Just watching the live stream was enough to feel the weight of their truth." Dylan took a deep breath and added something I'll never forget. He said, "People see our pictures and think we're perfect. But love is not about perfection. It's about choosing each other even on the hardest days. And this year, we chose each other, over and over again. How can you not admire that?" These two young stars, in the prime of their careers, just laid their souls bare in front of the entire world. Not to boost their image. Not for sympathy. But to remind us that behind every celebrity headline, there are human hearts beating, breaking, and healing. They also talked about the pressure from both sides of their families. As we all know, Dylan comes from a very traditional household, and after the marriage was revealed, Shen Yu admitted she struggled with acceptance from some extended family members who didn't think she was ready to be a wife, let alone a mother. She explained, "There were expectations I wasn't prepared for. And guess what? They did that. For almost 2 months, they went completely off the grid. No phones. No social media. They rented a quiet place in the countryside near Gillen, where they just lived simply. Cooked meals together. Watched the sunrise. Took long walks. And healed." Shen Yu said that those 2 months saved their relationship. That stepping away from the chaos reminded them of why they fell in love in the first place. And you know what? I could feel it. The peace they found, it showed in their faces. They also mentioned how incredibly supportive their core fanbase was during their silence. Dylan said, "Some of you sent letters, messages, even art. We read every single one. Your words gave us strength. Thank you for letting us be human." At the very end of the press conference, they shared one last surprise, and I swear I gasped out loud. They announced that they're launching a new project together, not a drama, not a film, but something personal. A book. Titled Us Against the Noise. It's going to be a collection of letters, journal entries, and behind-the-scenes moments from their life together after marriage. Shen Yu said, "We wanted to tell our story in our own words. Not through tabloids or gossip sites, but through honesty, vulnerability, and love. My heart can't even handle this. This is not just about being fans anymore. This is about witnessing something powerful, two people who turned pain into purpose, and love into their anchor. So if you're like me, and you followed their journey from Meteor Garden to marriage, to this very moment, please subscribe and stay with me. Because I truly believe their story is just beginning, and we deserve to see every chapter unfold. Let's keep supporting them, not just when it's glamorous and picture perfect, but in the messy, human, real parts too." Dylan Wang and Shen Yu, thank you. For your honesty, for your courage, and for showing us what it really means to love out loud. Even when it hurts. And to every fan watching this, remember, behind every idol is a story we may never fully know. But today, we were lucky enough to be trusted with a piece of theirs. Until next time, stay kind, stay curious, and keep loving out loud.